Hi, everyone. My name is Marissa, and I am so excited that you're here. Today, we're going to be talking about this newest course, You Are Psychic: How to Manifest Your Dream Life. So, to get started, we're going to talk about some experiences that you may have had to recognize that you already are psychic. The first is Have you ever thought of someone right before they called or texted you? Have you ever walked into a space and immediately felt like something was off, even if you couldn't really explain it, or if it seemed totally normal? You were picking up on energy. Have you ever had a dream that then later came true or was somehow mirrored in real life, seemed like some kind of a premonition? Have you ever said, I just knew it after something happened without actually knowing how you knew that? Some more examples. Have you ever said, have you ever avoided something for no reason, but then later felt really grateful that you had? It turned out that the situation wasn't quite what it seemed, or maybe something went wrong that you just had a feeling that it would. Have you ever felt really pulled towards something, a place, a person, a book, an experience that ended up being really meaningful, even if on paper it might not have seemed to be? Have you ever known what someone was going to say before they actually said it? This is super common, especially in people who are particularly close with one another. We read each other's minds. Have you ever just instantly picked up on someone's vibe and then been totally right? Have you ever felt your body react before your brain could actually explain why you were having that response? The body holds so much intuitive information, and it's really important to actually tune in and listen. Have you ever gotten chills or tingles just out of nowhere, seeming like that situation was really significant for whatever reason? All of these are signs that you are not making it up. You are psychic. So, a little bit about me to get started. My name is Marissa. I have been psychic my whole life. We'll dive into this more, but every single person is psychic. It's just a sense, it's a skill, it's an ability that we have as humans, this collective consciousness that is truly just unavoidable. It's part of who we are. So, what we're going to be doing in this course is really understanding and cultivating that skill like you would any other, riding a bike. So, about me, I have been psychic my whole life. I really went through a long period of denial where I did not embrace this lifestyle, worked a very corporate job, was living a lifestyle that was very by my intellect, understanding to do things really by the book, until it slowly started to become more and more apparent. And I just really leaned in and embraced it, became surrounded by an incredible community of people who really encouraged me to cultivate these gifts. And again, that was totally the universal intelligence coming into play. And since then, have really leaned in. I now give readings and work with people to understand their own gifts, which is when I realized that in order to help the most number of people that I could, I needed to create some sort of way for people to learn about it more easily and more accessibly, hence this course. So, like I said before, you are psychic. Every single person is. You already have the ability within you. And today we're going to be using that ability to create your dream life. I absolutely love this quote by Deborah Katz. The psychic senses are simply an extension of your natural awareness. You've been using them all along, you just haven't been calling them by name. So here's a little before or after of what you can expect throughout this course. So before, you may have been really overthinking decisions, text messages you received, jobs that you might want to be taking, dating, if you've been experiencing that sort of situation, or even in your normal relationships that you have existing, because you haven't necessarily trusted your gut. And so you've made decisions that might not align with what might have been in your highest good. You may have been saying yes to things, even though you know that you don't want to, and later turns out that it really wasn't the best decision for you. You may often be picking up on other people's moods, their energy, or just the general chaos of situations, places, cities that you're in, and then feel totally drained and exhausted by it. We're going to learn how to protect your energy. You may have been getting intuitive hits, which gets me so excited to talk about, but then brushing them off because you just don't have that proof that it's something that's actually real. Or you may be wondering if you're totally imagining things, if this is just something that's like wild and unexplainable and just in your head, even though you know, part of you knows that you're not. So, after going through this course, you're going to be able to recognize your intuitive hits in real time, knowing whether you should take that job, knowing whether you should move cities, if you should end or move forward in a relationship without going through all of the chaos of thinking it through and trying to use this part of our intelligence instead of the grander universal intelligence to make those decisions. You will be able to trust your gut on timing and choices, just really understanding if you should take certain action. So, following up with a client, again, taking that job, saying yes or no to a date, maybe canceling a trip or deciding not to go somewhere or do something because it just doesn't feel right. You'll also learn how to protect your energy. And this is something that is so important and just really not talked about too much in our normal day to day lives necessarily, and help you to stop absorbing other people's energy, which just allows you to be more of who you are and show up as your fullest self. It's a really beautiful process. And then finally, be able to manifest your dream life. When you've done all of these practices that we're going to be doing throughout this course, it's going to help you to unlock and recognize and realize what it is that actually lights you up and fulfills you. And then actually being able to make that happen. The best part of this is it's so much easier than we think it is. It is really a beautifully magical, seamless process that is just going to blow your mind. So basically, this course is to unearth what's already inside you and learn how to use it. Like I've said so many times, I'm so excited you're here because this isn't just about being psychic, it's about magnetizing the life that you want to live. So, why I love this course, it's really a very easy step-by-step understanding of what you need to do and how you need to do it, and making it extremely accessible and tangible on a day-to-day basis. It's not some crazy woo-woo exponential process that you need to be going through. It's something that really is easy to understand and digest and then build into your day, because I'm all about making things easier. So, what you'll experience, we'll go into a little bit of the course overview. So, day one, recognizing your psychic abilities. Day two, connecting with universal intelligence, which is the energy, the intelligence that is around us all day, every day, is the life that makes up our universe. Day three, tuning in and keeping track. This is basically proving to ourselves that we actually are having these experiences and just noticing when they're happening. Cultivating your energy, like we talked about, really understanding how to make sure you're reading your energy as opposed to other people or other situations, and finding what lights you up. This will lead us into our manifesting part of the course. Day 6 will be manifesting part 1, aligning with the future. We will dive into this further, but manifesting is truly you seeing the future, understanding that those gifts and what is meant for you has actually been given to you as a desire, and then aligning to that future. We are constantly co-creating with the universe. Day 7 is manifesting part 2, taking action. So, all about taking aligned action. Again, this isn't difficult action, but it's something where we just start to understand exactly how we go into those frequencies and make sure that we are aligning with the reality that we are putting ourselves into. Day 8 is really just tools to deepen this connection that we can use in our everyday lives. And then day 9, energetic rituals to make sure that we're happy and healthy. And then day 10, living the psychic life. So there's also a number of bonuses that you can tap into following the course. And these include a workbook, tarot guides, astrology basics, crystals, as well as resources, and then a personal reading and one-on-one with me. So what's the investment? This is one of the most important things that we could possibly be spending our time on. It truly will change your life. I'm not saying that to be grandiose, but it has changed mine. So for the early access launch, which is what we're doing right now, it is a $299 unlimited access to the course. But again, this is only until July that the prices go up. In July, we are going to be increasing prices to $359, so just make sure that you lock it in while you can. And I just want to emphasize that there's a reason you're here. There's a reason you've gotten to this part of the video. It's so important that we tap into it, and your intuition is calling you to be here. So let's get started. Click the link to enroll now, and I'll see you there.